Great background, Jovanny.
It's a great poster.
I mean but your lighting's also amazing.
I want to feel that I'm in Vista del Mar.
You look like it. I want to be where you are.
I put on my shirt. I set up the mood. I was like, I want to go where they are.
Yeah, no, you absolutely got it. It's perfect.
Josh, how are you? So nice to see you and to talk to you.
Yeah, you as well. I'm great, thanks.
I just watched the movie and I had so much fun. I think that I haven't had that much fun since the late 90s, the beginning of the 2000s, when we had those fun comedies that we don't have anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was one of the very first things that when I came on the project, I was like, this is, there's a lot of talk about like, is comedy over? Is comedy, in theaters and all of that? And of course it's not. But I think like any genre, things need refreshing and a kind of like return to, like you said, that era and even beyond, even going way back to sort of the silliness of the 80s as well. We used to do a lot more sort of just silly comedies that didn't take themselves too seriously. And so I'm excited to hopefully help in some part usher that back in.
Yeah, when they asked me for my reaction, I was like, it reminded me of those movies like Rob Schneider, Ben Stiller, and I grew up watching those, so I loved it. And I'm sure that so many people in our audience are gonna love it.
Well, I hope so. I'm glad to hear that. I just, by the way, was sent a funny tweet. Somebody said that they said the movie felt like, in the best way possible, felt like a Muppet movie, but where all the Muppets are played by humans.
That's a great description of the movie. That's perfect. Yeah.
It's pretty funny and pretty accurate. But no, that's great to hear.
What are you doing? Oh, I was just playing with this lamp. Oh.
And great job to you, because if I'm not wrong, this is your first full-length feature.
That's right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, this was my first feature, and what a fun one to kick it all off with.
And can I ask, how did it happen? Because you have Kristen and Annie, who are like comedy legends, and you are starting your career as a director. How did this connection happen? How did the process begin?
Sure. Yeah, a lot of thanks to our producer Jessica Elbaum and really Kristen, so Jessica brought Kristen to a screening of one of my movies. I made a movie called Becoming Bond. I didn't know Kristen was in the audience, and at the end of the film, she walked up with Jessica and Kristen said, "Oh my God, I love this movie. I want to work with you." Which was, I'm such a massive fan of hers. I was like, trying to just not have my knees buckle and fall over and be like, what? I honestly thought she was just sort of saying that to me in like a kind of Hollywood way. And then a few days later, I get a call and she wants to have lunch, and we go out and have lunch, and she pitches me this movie, which, she had already written with Annie. And we had like a 2.5-hour lunch where Kristen acted out all the roles and pitched it all. And it was the greatest lunch I've ever had. And I said, she said, I'm going to send you the script. I said, if it's anything like what you just pitched, I'm so in and would be so thrilled to be a part of it. And that's how it started. And then we went from there, got to meet Annie and, worked on the script a bit. And then we obviously a year or so later got to go out and shoot it.
I'm Star, short for Starbra.
Assume yours is Barbara.
Nope, just Barb. Plain old Barb.
And is it easier, or there's more pressure when the stars are also the writers of the movie?
Good question. I think it's easier. It's so wonderful because they know their lines, they know their characters. We've worked on them. They worked on it before I got involved, but then we were in a room together for months on end developing it. So when you show up on set, I just think they know what they want right away. They don't need as much direction as you could imagine. And it's the other benefit is like, if you have a scene that's not quite working, your writers are right there, or they're in the scene. So, I was incredibly grateful to have, my writers be also the stars and the stars be also the writers. And they're just so talented.
Was it difficult to keep a straight face? Are they just Are they as funny in real life as they are in the movie?
Yes. I can't tell which. I was like, they might be funnier in real life, but that's a pretty tall order because they're so funny in the movies. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was one of the, I'm not great at not breaking. Luckily, I'm far away from the camera, so I can stifle my laughs. But no, it was, I mean, what a joy of a first film to be able to be on that set. And it was just so much, as you can imagine, constant laughter. And then when we wrapped, just a massive amount of tears because it's, we had this incredible trip together for many months and for some of us, many years. So
I'm Barb, and this is Star.
Room number again, please, sir.
6'11".
6'11"? Oh my, Barb. Oh my gosh, he's 6'11". 6'11"? We're in 124.
And the production of the film, when the house build was happening in Georgia, you guys had to ship the production to amazing locations.
Yeah. Yeah.
So was that like a real vacation?
It was. No, we were so grateful, and we wound up stationing in Mexico City, which I had never been to, and it's just an unbelievable place. And the crews there were so talented, and I think it was such a sort of blessing that we landed there. And yeah, then we were off on these Caribbean beaches with actual real beautiful white sand and aquamarine water. I will say though, as you might imagine, we shot in July, late July, and it was just the hottest I've ever felt, and so humid. And just pouring sweat. And the poor actors, Kristen and Annie have wigs on, and there's some characters that have full 3-piece suits on, and it was as you can imagine, that was very difficult, but so much fun. All we were to do every day was jump in the ocean, and it's like, we can't do that yet. We're still shooting.
And finally, something that I love about the movie is that it's not only a fun vacation, but it is so spoiler heavy because there's a mystery and there's like craziness going on, and that's weird on a comedy.
Yes. No, I mean, that was part of what I love is there's all these other stories happening with twists and turns that you're not expecting. And, I could imagine as a journalist, it's sometimes difficult to write or report about because we're really trying to protect some of those, because hopefully you felt that same experience of like, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see this coming. So, we're trying our best to give you enough where you understand this is a really fun movie to go on, but not so much that you're not surprised all along the way. So that's always a challenge with marketing and publicity. So
I know I received my email with, don't say this, don't say that. Like, what is this WandaVision?
Well, you're doing a great job so far. I don't think we've given anything away, but there's definitely some fun out there to experience. If my favorite experience, like I often have it at like film festivals. I love to go into a movie not knowing anything, because it's just every scene is like, as opposed to that feeling of like, okay, I remember this from the trailer, I remember this from the commercials, etc. So
thank you so much, Josh. I really appreciate that you're sharing your movie with us. It's a great vacation. We're in Chicago, so there's a bunch of snow right now, so it was beautiful to pretend to travel a little bit.
Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you got a little bit of a break from it.
Yeah. Muchas gracias, Josh.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.